What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Joshua Rapalo and we're back at it with another video. So today's video is going to be an at-home workout video. I got the equipment right here. Yes, sir. We're going to be hitting some arms at home. We're going to be hitting some shoulders, biceps, and triceps. Excuse my hair. I know it's a mess. I got a haircut, but I woke up and I decided to hit the workout early. So that's exactly what we're going to do. This video is probably going to be a voiceover type of video. Just going to be talking to you guys, probably giving you guys some advice or talking about the arm day. I don't know, probably give some commentary. But yeah, the reason why is because I want to listen to some music and, you know, the music in the background could be pretty annoying. So that's that. I want to give some updates. So we benched 265. I know the last video was 255, but we hit 265. So our growth is going up tremendously. And the reason why is probably because I've been going through a heartbreak. So the motivation and the emotions are definitely up there to be giving me that extra push to push myself. We've been more disciplined, more consistent with everything. I've been more consistent with my relationship with Christ. So that's good also. So yeah, my focus in life has definitely changed. I now have less responsibility to worry about and more priorities to worry about. So I'm going to be grinding out the content. I'm going to be grinding out my relationship with God and also my PRs and all of that. We're going to be chasing after it. We're going to be getting after it. I think I might be ordering a pre-workout from the brand that I'm sponsored by, Arcaneon. I think I'm going to be getting one of their Eternal Legacy tubs. So if you guys don't know already, make sure to use code Joshua for 10% off. Yeah, so I might be getting some content in with that new pre. And we're going to be vlogging with the boys for sure. I think I might be filming a vlog tomorrow where I'm going to hit a chest and back with them and probably PR. Because I've just been PRing like crazy. Because ever since I hit 265, I feel like 315 is definitely way more achievable. So that's that. But yeah, so I'm going to go work out right now. Y'all go and watch it. And let me know if you guys enjoy the video. And yeah, let's go get after it, baby. All right, you guys. So we have reached the voiceover part of this video. Listen, I do want to say this workout is going to be a pretty long one. So if you're ready to get some wisdom, this is the video for you. All right. So what I want to talk to you guys about this video is how to overcome trauma and how to overcome any adversity that is faced in front of you in life. So before we jump into it, you got to understand two things. Number one, you cannot escape adversity. Okay. Adversity is going to happen in your life and you always got to be prepared for it because there's no matter what you do, it is inevitable. And number two, that any trauma or adversity that you face in life, you have two options. It can either build or break you. And those are two very important things that you got to understand when you face life and you watch this video as well. So let's get into it. Adversity is going to be something that everybody experiences in life, okay? There's no doubt about it. And regardless of how picture perfect your life may be or how terrible your life may be, it's going to come one way or the other. There are very, very different perspectives that you can have when it comes to looking at situations in which you are put in. But a lot of people, right, in general, when bad things happen to us, we tend to run from them, flee from the problem, and just kind of be in this sad, mopey, freaking surrounding, I guess. You cry in bed, you lay in bed, and you wait for magically every day. You live every day basically hoping that the next day your problems are magically going to disappear. And that's exactly why you see people living their whole entire lives with this messed up lifestyle that they don't want because they never faced their problems. And it's not easy. It's going to be super difficult, but you got to understand something. You choose how your life is. So if you live a lifestyle of sadness and mopey shit, right, your whole entire life, that's because you choose to. That's because you generally chose to live your life like that. Because if you seriously had something that bothered you enough, you would change it. But enough of that yapatron. Let's get into it. So when bad things happen to you, it's number one, the most important thing is you got to have a shift in perspective. See, if you have this mindset of why does everything happen to me? Why do bad things happen to me? I don't deserve this. and you have this victim mentality, guess what? You won't grow because you feel like you shouldn't be getting any trauma, you shouldn't be getting any adversity, and that bad things shouldn't happen to you. But let me knock on that door and break the news to you, bro, that bad things are going to happen to you because you are no different than anybody else. So simply just changing your perspective and being able to look at these negative situations as a positive outcome, something that can change you, something that can build you into the person that you desire to be, is already a magnificent and significant change in scenery. The reason why is because instead of just crying about it, you're getting after it. You're realizing that things don't have to be the way that they are. And instead, you can use this obstacle and use it to your benefit, right? So I'm going to open up to you guys, and I'm going to just keep it real. Recently, I've been going through a breakup, all right? And heartbreak is one of the best tools that a young man can have. And the reason why is because it builds you. It literally builds you. You have so many emotions when you go through heartbreak, all right? And one of them is anger, frustration, confusion, right? Then the other side of the coin, you have love. You have, like, I don't know, like you're missing this person 24/7, right? And it's a lot of emotions at once that can be very, very overwhelming, to say the least. And when you go through these emotions, it's very important that you realize, what can I do to sort these things out? And number one, the things that I recommend when you go through something is be in peace. Sit with yourself in peace. Sit in solitude and really just think. Allow yourself to feel everything that you're feeling, because whatever you're feeling is justified. Everything that you're going through, everything that you feel is completely normal and it's completely justified. You should not be numbing your emotions. You should not be pushing it to the bottom of the barrel, hoping that one day they'll magically disappear, like I mentioned. You should be facing them, embracing those challenges, embracing those difficulties, because that is where real, true growth comes from. Like I mentioned, you're going to face it regardless. So why run from it instead of facing it? If you're going to have to face it regardless, you're just wasting time. You get what I'm saying? So very important that you just sit in solitude. Have a moment of peace where you get to really reflect with what is truly going on in your life, and then write about it, journal about it, talk to somebody. You got to also understand that you do not need to be going through everything alone. Like, you have people around you. And if you don't have people around you, like I said, pick up the phone, talk to yourself, or journal about it. All right. And the second thing is, you got to also understand, pick up a hobby, pick up something that allows you to use these emotions and this energy to use. Bro, this trauma that you're going through, this pain, this suffering, this adversity, it's good, bro. Emotions are good. Emotions are powerful. Something that I'm trying to teach my little brother, right, is whenever he gets frustrated, whenever he faces something or just something doesn't go his way, whether it's solving a problem, solving something, right, he gets frustrated. He beats himself up, all right, and he starts like blaming himself. He starts driving himself nuts because things aren't going his way. And I try to tell him, I'm like, listen, bro, relax. Take a deep breath. I know you're angry right now, and I know things aren't going your way, but it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to stay that way. Take a deep breath and just realize that you still have the opportunity to keep trying. It's not like life is giving you a bad hand and you have to give up. If you give up, it's because you choose to give up. You get what I'm saying? So you have the opportunity to keep going. You have the opportunity to keep pushing yourself and not take no for an answer. And that's exactly the same mentality you got to apply to every other thing. Because adversity and life in general is problem-solving skills, bro. That's literally all it is. It's problem-solving skills and critical thinking. When something bad happens to you, what can I do to benefit from this situation? What can I learn from this? And how can I move on? Those are 3 questions you ask yourself constantly, okay? That's it. You got to look at you got to look at life like if it's a video game. You don't have to overthink about everything. And another point that I want to mention is you got to also understand there are certain factors in the situations that you face that you can control and that you cannot control. And a lot of the times we as people, we just try to fixate over things that we can't control. And we try to ask ourselves questions, and we're always in doubt about things that we will never know the answer, and we will never have the answer to these questions because you don't know it all. You can't control it all. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're going to go through your problems and you won't know how to solve them. And you got to be able to have a structure and have a foundation of wisdom where you are able to just be like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know why it's happening. But I know that I'll be okay. I know that I got it in the bag. I know that I'll be able to move from this. And necessarily, it won't always have to be yourself. Like in my case, it's religion, it's Christianity. And you guys know that I love to talk to you guys about God and Jesus Christ, because that's my Lord and Savior. And as my role as Christian is to simply bring as many people to salvation. So I'm going to bring it up now. All right. Listen, you got to understand you are never going to be as strong as you seriously think you are. Okay. You're always going to have moments of weakness. And that's something that I had to actually learn this year, is that I am not a robot and I am not a machine. We set ourselves as humans to a certain standard where we have to achieve this, we have to achieve these goals, we have to do this, we have to do that. And if you don't do them and you don't accomplish them, then guess what? We beat ourselves up and we treat ourselves like if we're failures. You are not a failure for simply missing out on one thing once, or just not being able to deliver on these crazy expectations that you have set for yourself. So trusting God and being able to go to my Lord and Savior, right? And just lay all my problems on him and just tell him, hey, look, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Help me, Father. Give me strength, right? Doing that alone was able to take so much stress and anxiety off of my back, and pressure as well. Because I felt like I had to be this image. I had to be this persona constantly, 24/7. And I didn't have a break until I realized that I'm a human just like everybody else. And you're going to have moments of weaknesses. You can't always have this image that you need to be. So it's very important that you guys give yourself a break. Give yourself a break, because the pain that you're going through right now is only temporary, bro. It does not have to last forever. Like I said, unless you choose to. If you choose to have this pain and suffering forever, it's because you just didn't have the balls or didn't have the decency to just look out for yourself and take care of yourself. Okay? And something else I want to talk about is the way you build self-confidence. The way that you are able to overcome all of these things is simply by gaining confidence, right? And how do you gain confidence? By action. A lot of people just sit there and cry about things that are happening to them. But guess what? You don't do anything to change it. You don't do anything to change it. And my favorite saying is, nothing changes if nothing changes. You get what I'm saying? And it sounds silly. It sounds common sense, but it is. It is. If you follow the same bad habits and the same continuous routine that is leaving you in the same spot that you are now, then you won't really see any growth, because, I mean, nothing changed. You're still the same person. You get what I'm saying? So if you got heartbroken, or maybe you have this childhood trauma, or you lost somebody, right? Whether it was death or whatever, you got to change from the person you were before that pain. Okay? You can't stay the same. You have to grow, because if you don't change, there won't be growth. And the way you growth is by putting yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable, something that pushes you outside of your comfort zone. And a lot of people don't do that because it's hard, it's difficult, and they don't want to do it. They just simply don't want to try new things, or they just don't want to willingly put themselves through the pain and suffering of activities like working out, or, I don't know, studying because it's boring, right? Or reading a book. Like, a lot of people don't want to do all of that because it's boring, it sucks, and it doesn't give them that free dopamine. So, something to keep in mind. But yeah, honestly, that's all I really have for you guys in terms of how to overcome adversity and how to overcome trauma. All it takes is time. And I know it sucks right now. And honestly, I'm speaking to myself with this part of the audio. I know it may suck right now. And I know it may be difficult. And I know you may feel like hope is lost and you won't be able to do anything, right? You won't be able to overcome this. But I promise you, if you shift your priorities and you realize that life is more than what you're going through right now, or the pain that you're experiencing, you will be able to overcome it. You will be able to overcome it, because you'll realize that your life doesn't have to stay how it is, and the feelings that you have right now don't have to stay there forever. You can seriously make progress and change your life and change the trajectory in your life just by simply taking action and just reshifting gears, shifting perspectives, and not obsessing over things that hurt you, and not obsessing over things that, you have no control over. Focus on what you can control. And what you can control is your input to maximize your output. And what I mean by that is the actions, your habits, your consistency, things like that, okay? Because in order for you to get confidence, you get it through hard work, all right? And by showing up for yourself. You got to be able to show up for yourself, all right? But we're wrapping up the arm workout here. We're doing the last exercise, which was dips on the bench. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, the only thing I regret about this bench was probably not getting the little leg extension things that some benches have, because I would have been able to do some leg days at home, which sucks, but it is what it is. This was the pump that I got. Bro, we are looking nice and freaky and juicy, gang. I'm really, really happy with how everything's going. I want to catch you guys up. So I did hit 265 bench, like I mentioned already, or I'll probably mention it at the end of the video. And today, actually, while I'm filming this voiceover, I hit 225 for 5.5 reps. So that means that I will be able to get 275 pretty soon. And 315 has never seemed as achievable as now. But we've made a lot of progress, and I'm super, super proud of it. And yeah. All right, guys. So we have wrapped up the arm workout at home. I think I'll rate that workout a quick 8 out of 10. It was a good workout. Not only was it a good physical workout, but it was a good mental workout. I got to work through some things, and it was good for the mind. But before this video ends, listen, I do want to talk to you guys about a quick little topic apart from what I talked about on the voiceover. You guys gotta trust God's plan. And recently, with the things that have been happening with me, the roadblocks that I've been facing, it has been pretty difficult. It has made it a little bit difficult to kind of trust God and his plan. But recently, it has opened my eyes, and I've been realizing and I've been learning that you may not know everything that happens to you. You may not understand why things happen to you in the moment, but you don't need to. And the truth is, you don't need to, because God knows and he is aware of what is happening, and he's the one that's in control. So whether you know or don't, or whether you think you know or don't, all you're doing is driving yourself crazy trying to figure out the answer to all of your questions, when in reality, all you have to do is just submit yourself to him and submit everything that you're going through and just let him handle it. So trust God and his plan, trust God and his vision, and just execute your part. You got to do your part of the plan in order for it to work. So work out, work hard, chase your dreams, put in the effort. Do not be sluggish. Don't be falling into temptation and sin. Obviously, there's going to be moments where you're going to fall off and you're going to struggle, but the more important thing is to always turn to God and make sure that you pray and you read your Bible and you just turn to him in those moments of weakness, because that is what's going to, grow in your faith, your faith journey. So your spiritual journey. But yeah, so that was the end of this video. I just want to share that quick little message with you guys, because it's something that I learned recently, and I want to give it to you guys so you guys can learn and grow, and I can inspire you guys and help you guys and motivate you guys. So yeah, but if you guys, I know a lot of you guys like the at-home workout type of videos, so I'm definitely going to try to cook some more up. But recently I've been going through stuff with school as well, so it's been a little hectic, but I'm still pushing through it, because you got to get consistent. We got to be consistent. So love y'all. Take care. Stay safe. And God bless.